go. She is cat quick. My goodness, that was a steal and a layup in the makings. Sideline just got in the way.
Sideline just got in the way. You know, a lot of times, Marv, you play to the level of your competition, and mentally right now that their record may affect the Blue Devils a little bit.
Free throw line jumper by Franklin, no good. And there's London Eli with her version of Windex. She cleans the glass. Brooks up ahead to Marshall. Marshall guarded by Hicks. Over to Brooks. They'll set it back up. 5:57 and counting here in the first half. Lebanon leads 13-6. House all the way out top to Brooks. Down low to London Eli. The step and go to the basket.
Great move.
Hacked. No call. They battle for the ball. Possession arrow with Lebanon. Boy, what do you got to do to get a foul?
I don't know. They're letting them play, as you talked about earlier, and she had a good move right there, and she probably did get a little bit on the arm that could have gone a foul for us for sure.
Goodness, no blood, no foul. Here's Brooks. Nowhere to go. Bullet pass to Marshall. Marshall penetrates, dishes to House.
They are letting them play.
Could be good, could be bad, depending on how you look at it. Here's House. And they call that a foul.
Okay.
Wow.
Well, you know.
32. Blake Brown with the push in the back.
That's her first. Team third. No, I can't say anything. There's no question about this that Lebanon wants to go inside.
House, little short jumper from the left elbow. No good. Long rebound. Kim Franklin. And Blackman in the hurry the other way. Some of the Lebanon boys players filtering in. Oh, here's Overby from the corner for three, and it's good. Wow, she is a great setup shooter. Saw her nailing them before the game in warm-ups. And, boy, if you don't get out and get a hand in her face, obviously she can drain that three.
There's no question. They're quick on the other end about shooting the basketball. They're going to get it down and put it up in a hurry.
Here's Marshall out high, right side to Blackbird, down in the corner to Brooks. And there's that bunny hop that gets them in trouble every time as she took that extra little hop. And I believe there might be a few opposing coaches making the officials aware of that before the game from this point forward.
Could happen. Bad habit. Hard to break, you know, a lot of times. I think as we look at Lebanon on the defensive end in there, I still believe they're playing a triangle in two. They've got the triangle in the middle of the paint, and they're taking two girls and trying to face guard two of Blackman's best players is what they're doing. That's why it looks, and you can see it from here. There's the triangle, and she's going to guard inbound outside. And here you see Marshall outside, and you see House down there face guarding their two people.
Oh, deflection taken away by Brooks. Here comes Lebanon in a hurry the other way. Franklin, boy, great crossover by Brooks. She'll take it to the hole off the glass, missed the layup. And there's Robinson with the rebound. And, boy, she's the human pinball. As Eli gets her first, Brooks gets her second. She bounces all over the place and draws the foul on Eli. Wow. She took a shot.
She did. Marv, I didn't mean to talk so long there and didn't get to play by play. I'm sorry.
You're fine. Our brethren from 1450 WGNS on the far side calling the Blackman version of tonight's game. Full court pressure this time by Lebanon. They get it to Brown, up ahead to Overby, across the way to Robinson, and Lebanon's back on defense. Here's Brown, right wing, feeds to Dorsett. Long three. No good off the side of the iron, but a long rebound ran down to the corner by Hicks. And timeout Blackman, and we'll take it with them. Your score from Campbell Brandon Gymnasium, Lebanon 13, Blackman 9 with 4:24 to go here in the first half. Back in 30 seconds. All over Brown. Brown is running for her life as she dribbles. Here's Hicks, penetrates, rolls across, down low to Robinson. Too tough to handle. Out of bounds, turnover to Lebanon.
7 turnovers now for Blackman.
Boy, they have had a horrid night from the field.
It is 3 of 20 right now for Blackman.
Very lucky to be down by only 4. Here's Marshall through the defense into the front court to the left elbow. Down to Eli. Eli along the baseline. Short jumper, no good. London Eli with the putback attempt, no good. They'll call the foul on the floor, which will only be the 4th team foul. Not a lot of fouls called here. 5 for Lebanon, 4 for Blackman. They call Robinson, Coach?
They call Robinson, yes, sir.
First foul on Chrisma Robinson. Way out high to Marshall. And it will not be an over and back. She almost traveled. Good recovery for Marshall. Here's that trap.
And we're only 5 of 20 from the field.
Down low to London Eli. That's the shot they want, but she shot it too strong. Battle for the rebound. Dorsett gives it out to Robinson, and they'll call the travel before the foul, and it was a good call. Robinson, no place to go, and took a couple steps before she got the ball on the court, so the turnover gives it right back to Lebanon. They'll inbounds along the baseline.
So we're 5 of 21. They're 3 of 20. Not a very good night on either team for shooting the basketball. Our defense may cause them some trouble as we try to inbound it.
Well, that is kind of tough. Oh, great inbounds to Iceland Nila on the backside. She lays it up and in Lebanon's back up by 6, 15-9.
Good look by Brooks.
Boy, outstanding execution on the out-of-bounds play, and they'll call a travel on Takia Hicks. Not her forte ball handling. It's probably why they got Overby, Robinson, and Brown in the game, but nonetheless, we're thankful.
Yes, 9 turnovers now for Blackman.
15-9. Lebanon leads here early. 3:14 and counting here in the first half. Here's Crystal House out high to Brooks. Right side Marshall looking down low for either Eli's sister. They get it to London. They'll call 3 seconds. Wow.
Really working hard in the paint, and of course that's definitely been what our offensive goal has been, is to get the ball inside to our big girls. You alluded to it a while ago about them having both of them in there at the same time.
Well, I tell you, this has really not been the greatest shooting demonstration for either team, but a lot of that is great defense as well. Here's Brown, works around between the rings, cut off by Ha, over to Dorsett. Dorsett fumbles it a bit. Boy, Brooks all over her. Nobody looks forward to that, and actually affected that one and made Dorsett throw it out of bounds. Jasmine Brooks is just so quick. It's so hard to relay to you guys exactly how quick she is. But I tell you what, tune in tomorrow morning, Channel 6, Charter Communications, 9:30. You'll get to witness it. As Nick and the gang are up here. Steve, the Bryan boys, up here doing some film work. Ebony Marshall penetrates, dishes to House in the corner to Ha, ball fake. Not much of one out to House to Marshall, over to Brooks. Back to Marshall, trying to go into London Eli. Back to Marshall. Marshall penetrates, dishes left side for 3 for House. No good. Dorsett had it momentarily. There's Marshall. And they're going to call a shove. I believe Dorsett got her.
I believe you're right, Marv.
Wow, is there blood somewhere? They called a foul.
Yeah, they called one. Second foul for her. 15th foul for the Blaze.
So team fouls even at 5 apiece. Timeout on the floor. We'll take it with them. Your score 11-15. Blackman 9. 2:17 to go in the first half. Back in 30 seconds.
Of 20 for Blackman and 6 of 22 for Lebanon.
Ouch. Inbound to Eli, taken away by Blackman. Here comes Hicks in the front court. She's going to penetrate on House. Short little spin move, no good. Eli with the rebound, gets it to Marshall. Here comes Lebanon. Under 2 to go, 1:59. And I'll start to say there's got to be a foul on that. And Chrisma Robinson called for that one.
Be your second, Marv.
So 2 on Robinson, 6 on Blackman. So the bonus on the next Blackman foul here, as Serena Wallace set the check in, she'll have to wait. Hicks, Overby, Franklin, Brown, and Dorsett in the game for Blackman. Brooks, Marshall, Iceland, Eli, Crystal House, and Kim Ha for the Blue Devilettes. Ha swings in the left corner to House. House nowhere to go, all the way across to Marshall. Short jumper in the lane. Back of the iron, no good. Long rebound, Franklin. Kicks it to Hicks. And here come the Lady Blaze.
Great cut by Marshall there to get to the paint.
Everything but the basket.
Yes.
She did get good penetration. You get that deep, you've done something. Here's Takia Hicks. They clear out for her. Kick left side, Dorsett. Dorsett on the baseline. Nowhere to go. Kicks it back to Hicks. Hicks all the way across to Brown for 3. Boy, she was wide open, and that was her spot. She was nailing them in pregame and cuts that lead back down to 3, 15-12. Here's House in the front court. Cross to Ebony Marshall. Marshall to Brooks. Ha to House. House to Brooks. Brooks penetrates, short jumper off the back of there, no good. Long rebound tipped out, controlled by Marshall. She'll kick it back to Brooks, and Lebanon will set it back up. 48 seconds and counting. Brooks across the lane. Down low to Iceland Eli. What a great.
Yes.
Drew the defense to her, dished it off. 17-12, Lebanon by 5.
Great job of Brooks there to penetrate and create that. She calls 2 of them to jump on her, and she dished off greatly.
Here's Takia Hicks, top of the key, kicks far side to Brown. Marshall jumps out on her. Long pass for Franklin, out of bounds. Turnover, give it back to Lebanon. Here comes Serena Wallace in the game. Lauren Dorsett with the rest for the ladies. Lady Blaze.
I think you have to credit a lot of the bad shooting right now. And even that open shot you said a while ago when you said that Blackman was wide open on the junk defense that coach is using on him right now.
So Lebanon will probably hold for the last shot as Brooks takes a breath with the ball on one hip and her hand on the other. Now they'll come out, try to double team. 12, 11, 10. She'll take one from the free throw line, in and out. No good. Rebound, Sarah Overby. Boy, and she's got great pressure defense and throws it away with the left hand as she was looking for Brown, but Kim Ha had her blanketed. So with 3.2 to go here in the first half, Lebanon up by 5. Let's see if they can get off a shot with 3 2/10 seconds left before half. Here's Brooks. She'll ball fake, penetrate, has it knocked away, and it'll go out of bounds as the buzzer sounds to end the first half. Boy, glad you guys could tune in. We've got a great one here to start off the night. 17-12. The Blue Devilettes lead the Lady Blaze of Blackman right here from Campbell Brandon Gymnasium. Wow. Well, Coach, I'll tell you what, we'll come back and do a scoring wrap-up. We'll remind you, you're listening to Lebanon High School basketball right here on WANT FM 98.
For all your banking needs, please see Captain Ryan, Wilson Bank and Trust. Our players are with
Now, folks, we're ready for second half action here at Campbell Brandon Gymnasium as we're just underway. Blackman will start out with the ball. Here's Dorsett at the jump circle, guarded by Ha. Swings it over to Franklin. And, Coach, a little bit of a different set this time out for Blackman as they're double stacking either side of the lane, and Hooks with about a 5-foot trip down the lane that time with no dribbles. Turnover, gives it back.
Yes, I'm just kind of getting myself organized back here after Coach Cal got out of my seat. He's taking over everywhere for me, ain't he?
He's such a good guy.
I know, I got to do something with him.
There's Brooks down low to Eli. Great penetration pass, but the shot no good, but she gets her own rebound. Kicks it to Ha, to Brooks. Brooks drops baseline underneath to Iceland.
Good feed.
Yes, it was, and she converted that one. Lucky they didn't get a 3-second call out of that, but we'll take it. 19-12, Lebanon by 7 as they strike for the first 2 points of the ball game. 7-13 and counting here in the third quarter, just underway. Boy, glad to visit with Coach Kyle, though. They are extremely, extremely pleased with the progress of this team, as well they should be. Here's Robinson down the lane. Eli affected that one. Deflects it. Gets the rebound, kicks to high. Here comes Lebanon.
She's a presence in there, isn't she?
Boy, they say the first. Oh, wow. Brooks with a long three and almost made it. Iceland Eli with a hand on it. Tips it out of bounds and almost got that rebound over Hicks.
You know, we talk about threes for a second. Lebanon was 3 of 11 for the first half. I mean, Blackman was 3 of 11 for the first half on threes, and Lebanon was 2 of 8. So a lot of threes being put up here tonight.
Shame they can't hit a few of them.
Well, it definitely changes the game, doesn't it? From what it used to be.
Here's Franklin, left side to Brown. Franklin cuts across, gets a pick from Brown, gets a pick from Dorsett. She'll dribble between the rings, not real comfortable with the ball, I don't think. There's Robinson on the right wing. Over to Franklin. Nowhere to go. Boy, this interior defense for Lebanon has been spectacular up to this point.
Coach still in his triangle in 2.
That's one of those hybrid defenses that's really hard to identify.
And it's hard to call an offense against it, too, to be honest with you.
There's Robinson for 3. She misses. There's Eli with the rebound. Kicks to high, and here come the Blue Devilettes. 19-12 your score. Just over 6 minutes to go here in the third. Ha to Brooks. Dishes right side to Ha. To Marshall in the corner. Back to Ha. And here's that patience that we've seen, and there's Eli in the middle. Short jumper, good. Boy, she's one-on-one in there, and there's nobody that can guard her. All she's got to do is turn and make it, and she does. 21-12, Lebanon by 9.
12 on the night for her.
Dorsett, right side to Brown. They're trying to go down low. For some reason, they've got Franklin working out of the low post. Now she tries a 3 from the left side. Long rebound, no good. Last touch.
Blackman.
By Blackman. Wow, that was kind of strange. Everybody just stood there and let it bounce.
Let it go, yeah. I think they continue to be confused. It's hard to call an offense sometime when you don't know for sure where everybody's going to be on defense. And I think Blackman's suspect of that tonight.
Here's House down low to Eli. Short jumper up and good. Wow. Boy, it's just easy pickings for Iceland Eli in that low post. When they get it to her within 4 feet, she's gotten to where she controls the fouls, and she'll put it up and in. 11 and jumps out by 11. Here's Hicks for 3. Wow, where's that been? Takia Hicks hits the 3. Blackman takes a timeout.